Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim and I want to say thank you for 10,000 followers. I realized earlier that I just reached 10,000 followers, which is awesome. Thanks for your support and your subscriptions and your comments. I really appreciate it. I read your comments and your messages, and I'm so glad that the videos that I've done so far have impacted you, or at least some of you guys, in some way or form. And I hope to create more value for you. I really love this platform. I know I haven't been posting a lot lately because I have been watching my nephew. He just turned 1 September 18th. So yeah, he's like walking now. He's starting to walk, and so I still have to keep an eye out on him because he has fallen a few times. He fell on his butt and then he like fell backwards and hit his head, and we have hardwood floors, so I have to be like glued to him at every single moment. So it's hard for me to do some of the things that I love, like reading and writing and planning for more videos and stuff like that, and filming, because I also have work and other responsibilities. So as much as I love him, that is what's happening. And as much as I want to create more videos and more content, I'm just at a point where I need to like figure out how to manage my time more and basically get back to a place where I can, be able to film more things on a more consistent basis. But I just want to come on here and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support and for being here, for being a part of this journey. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed having me here. I don't know. I feel like YouTube is like its own little community, so it's really cool that 10,000 of YouTube members are finding my channel to be somewhat cool and entertaining and something that they would like to watch. So that is really awesome. If you're new here and you don't know much about me, I guess I want to introduce myself a little bit too. My name is Kim. I am an Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Scorpio rising. And I'm still kind of giggling inside from saying that because I think it's just so funny to introduce myself and then instantly say, oh, my astrological sign is this and this and this. So I thought that was funny. Anyways, I'm going to do a collective reading also. Just, collective reading for everybody who's watching. It's not gonna resonate with everybody probably, but I'm gonna keep the messages as general as possible so that, we can all benefit from it. This is just a collective energy of everybody who's watching, everybody who's tuning in. Messages that can help us grow more, evolve more, thrive more. I've done some amazing personal readings too lately, just really touching ones of people who have found a lot of value from my readings for them, and I want to say thank you for sharing your story with me, for sharing those very personal thoughts and memories that you have in your personal life. I feel honored that you want to share that with me, or that you feel like you can trust me with those things. So yeah, it's just, energy is amazing. I do connect with energy and I do understand it more than I ever have. So I'm happy to be able to give people who trust me insight on their journey. With that said, I also wanted to talk a little bit about some comments that I got. It was only like 3 people, but these are very religious people, and they basically think that tarot is evil. They basically think that reading energy or trying to foresee into the future is evil. And I just want to say something really quick about that. just because you don't understand something, or just because it's not something that you grew up with, or just because in your head or in your mind it's considered taboo, does not make it evil. Just because there's a devil card in the tarot deck does not make it evil. Because the devil in the tarot deck represents exactly that which holds us back. The devil card in a tarot deck represents addictions, obsessions, unhealthy attachments to things or people. So it's basically just a tool to help you see your inner state, your mind, the state of your soul, the state of your being. A tool is not evil. I'm going to show you guys the cards that fell in a second. But yeah, a tool is not evil. Like, is a knife evil because you can kill somebody with it? Because it's sharp? Is it evil? No, it's not. Whoever is wielding that knife can be evil. But the knife itself is not evil, and tarot is just like a knife. You can use it to protect yourself. You can use it to free yourself from a bondage of some sort. You can use it to feed yourself healthy food, or you can use it to feed yourself unhealthy food. It really depends on you and the reader. So if you think my messages are evil, I'm going to challenge you on that, because my intention is to use tarot for the highest good and benefit of all. Tarot is a tool to help you move out from your current state of mind, and which you deem unfavorable or lacking in some way, towards a more abundant energy aligned with the energy of which you desire. If you see my icon on the bottom right of the screen, it is a drawing that I did. It's of a girl who is sitting in a meditation position. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. It's of a girl sitting in a meditative position, and her chakras are aligned. When your chakras are aligned, there's no way you can be evil. The Ascended Masters and Jesus, they all had aligned chakras. This is alchemy. This is the bending of energies. And it's not evil to release any negative blocks or negative energies and to transmute it into something more beneficial and more favorable to the individual and to the whole. Evil is defined as wicked or deplorable, immoral, sinful, foul, vile, dishonorable. It says here, profoundly immoral or malevolent. When you're aligned, when your chakras are aligned, there's no way you can be immoral or malevolent. Because your crown chakra just prevents that. Unless, of course, you're receiving higher guidance to commit an act which is not necessarily considered good in the eyes of society. But that's a whole other can of worms that I don't want to get into right now. Here's the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. But because I don't want to end on like a random note, what I meant by that is everything is just as it should be. I believe in the divine order. I believe that existence is incredibly intelligent. I believe that source is all perfect. So even if you don't like Trump, or even if Hitler existed, even if 9/11 happened, and it did, in the grand scheme of things, it was just supposed to. It was inevitable. We are always living in a perfect ecosystem, and that's my view. Because once we get back into being, once we get back into that aligned state, like, you know, this here, am I pointing at the right part? It's either here or here. But when we're in that aligned state, we get into this sense of oneness. Everything here expands. Everything here is perfect. We are grounded and strong and powerful and at peace in this state. So there is nothing, there's no way such a state can be evil, is what I'm trying to get at. I know, I just went on like a whole different tangent and then I came back. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to express my point. I hope you're still here with me. I'm gonna get to the reading. Let me just finish this. But to those people who think that tarot is evil, maybe for some people, maybe for some readers, but not for this one. Not here. My goal here is to help all of us, myself included, align with our higher selves, align all of our chakras, and exist in a world with purpose and meaning and love and light and truth. And truth includes both love, light, and negativity and darkness. Because, like I said, it's the yin and yang, it's duality. And duality, once it's one, still has those two opposing forces once we put the label on it, right? But once we remove all of that, once we remove the label, we get back to this place. We get back to yin and yang, and everything just is. So that's sort of my weird explanation and justification for why I don't believe, and I will argue with you, that tarot is not evil, working with energy is not evil, because it is already here, it already exists. It's the yin to the yang, you know? You might not agree with it, but it's here, and it's the truth, and it happens, and it works. It's all commingling as one anyway. So while we're all focused on, oh my god, like, that's not evil, and then you're like, yes, it is evil, the reality is, what you believe and what I believe is still the same thing, and it's all part of a whole. Therefore, it's not really worthy or fruitful to argue what is accurate and what is not, and what is right and what is wrong, because both exist simultaneously in perfect harmony at once. As above, so below, macro, microcosm. I'm trying to come up with ways to describe this, but essentially, we all believe the same thing. We just have different tools for it. We just have different labels or pictures for it. And none of this is evil. Tarot is not evil unless you use it for selfish and malevolent purposes. But if you use it for truth and you use it as a tool for growth and for the highest good of yourself and for all, then there's no way it can be evil. I truly believe that. Anyways, let's get back to the reading. Or let's get started with the reading, rather. This is a collective reading for all. So I showed you guys the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is earth signs, but we're not going to read signs today. We're just going to read energies because it is a general reading and we're looking at the collective. So Earth, it's about grounded energy, and the queens are about creating more of it, evolving the energy, maturing the energy, and the king is sort of like the pinnacle, right? So the queen is very feminine in its movement and its forward movement, whereas the king is very like powerful. We have the emperor. So this is what I mean by pinnacle. It's solid, it's stable, it's powerful, it's strong. It's like an immovable object. And this, you can argue, is the unstoppable force. So, what cards do we have for the collective reading? Wheel of Fortune, always a good sign. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles, I'm really feeling that it's about the material world. It's the movement and the evolution of our material world. And I'll tell you why that is, because we have the Emperor. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and Temperance. So a lot of us here, we want to create some real changes in our lives. We want to become more of our higher selves. We want to have more power. We want to have more stability. A lot of us here are coming out of a period of dependence. We're coming more into our power. I think for a while, we were afraid that we didn't have what it takes to be powerful and strong individuals on our own. And we were likely grasping at ways in which we can get more power, get more individuality, get more independence. And we put in the work, we put in the work for sure. We were creating this environment for us. We were listening to an intuition. This is what's under the Queen of Pentacles. We were listening to our intuition. We were giving ourselves the space to be. We were loving and understanding ourselves, or we were trying to be more loving and understanding to ourselves. And we worked hard. We were working hard for our goals. And because of our intention, because of our actions, the wheel is turning, the wheel is moving. And then this is what comes after the wheel. After the wheel is the Emperor, and then the Ten of Pentacles. So we are coming into a period of stability. We're coming here. This is, I feel like, our goal. We want to have stability in the world. We want to know that we are capable of creating things in the world. Creating things of value and creating things that are ours alone. We want to have property. We want to have families. We want to have our own place. We want to have a successful career. We want to have recognition in our families and in the world and in society. And we came from a place of insecurity, I think. This is here because we weren't here. This is here because instead of resting, we were worrying. But now this card comes up because we've reached a point where we can rest. We understand the process a little bit more because we've been there. And now we're going here. We're going towards this energy of being able to be strong and be bad on our own. We're understanding how to manage ourselves. We're understanding what it takes to be self-disciplined, what it means to sacrifice for what we want, what it means to sacrifice for what we want in the long term. We're sacrificing temporary pleasure for long-term abundance and success. This is what I'm getting with this. We're like, we're done fighting ourselves. We're done feeling like we're not good enough. We're done feeling like always full of doubt, always full of uncertainty. We're just going with the flow. Exactly, we're going with the flow. And we're allowing good things to happen to us. We're not questioning our abilities because we know. We're not questioning our worth because we know. This is a period of coming out of our metaphorical cocoons yet again. So if you already went through this metamorphosis, you're going to go through it again. You are going through it again. And you're maturing, you're growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically for some of you guys too. You're feeling stronger, or you're starting to feel stronger. You're getting rid of all the things in your life that is no longer of benefit to you. Alright. Why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords here? Knight of Swords. Yeah, so the Four of Swords is here because you have been going after your goals, after your desires with determination and a sheer force of will. You're aggressive in trying to achieve what you want, but you might have overworked yourself. You might have spent way too much energy, and now you're spent. So you're at this point of feeling like, damn, here I am again, feeling low, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm determined. I'm determined to get to this place of stability. But this time, I have to take things a little slower. I have to think about my actions. I have to think about what I'm doing wrong or what I have done wrong, and I have to implement that into this next phase, into this next round, into this next try. I'm just getting like maturing, a lot of maturing, coming into our own power and understanding humility. Yeah, Empress, the time for blossoming. It's happening. It's, you know, if you imagine like a bud, a flower bud, slowly opening. You know, it's opening every day. It's opening. And you may have wanted it to open this fast, but it took its sweet time instead, and you might have gotten frustrated. But it's there, it's still happening, the process is still happening. It doesn't stop just because you wanted it to go faster. It doesn't stop just because you're getting frustrated. It was still opening and opening and opening. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Again, blossoming, coming into your own power, being confident in who you are, not letting those people in your past who have doubted you or hurt you stop you from respecting and loving yourself and believing in yourself. Because this is where you want to go. This is where you're heading. And yes, you may have been frustrated for some time. You may have wanted things to go faster. And you may have been frustrated that they weren't going faster, but you know, the wheel is still turning despite your frustrations and your disappointments in yourself and you being hard on yourself. It was still turning all along. And then you're going to find yourself at this point where you, this flower, is in full bloom. And I think it's going to be magnificent. I mean, look at all these powerful women. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at these powerful women. And then you have your ultimate masculine energy here. So you have strong feminine energy entering and culminating and assisting you in your life. And then you already have this there settled and working in your favor already. So now it's about cultivating this, cultivating your feminine energy. I think a lot of you guys, or a lot of us here, are developing our feminine energies in a way that we haven't yet before. And I think this feminine energy, as much as we didn't think in the past, we thought in the past that, you know, masculine energy is what makes somebody successful, what makes somebody strong and powerful. But we're realizing that nope, the feminine energy is just as powerful. The feminine energy is the the feminine energy is the unstoppable force, and it's on your favor now. It's helping things move forward, and you're just taking the back seat. You're just along for the ride right now. You're letting it take you forward. You're not fighting it anymore. So that is beautiful, you guys. I hope that helped you, and I hope that helped you realize the potential of what can happen. I want to get some other messages. Final messages for those who are tuning in today. That King of Swords keeps wanting to pop out. It wanted to pop out earlier too, but other messages for those tuning in today. Hierophant, the union between masculine and feminine. Two of Wands. Page of Swords. Alright, for some of you guys, somebody is keeping an eye on you. Somebody wants to come forward. Somebody is likely paying attention to you in social media. Yeah. Watching you, wanting to come towards you, thinking about how to come towards you, possibly having an offer of marriage, wanting to spend their life with you, wanting to get into a spiritual union with you. So, you know, if you're hoping for a love that lasts, if you're hoping for a partnership, why is the Page of Swords here? If you've been wanting love to come to you, like if you're somebody who's actually been secretly having the desire for such a love to come, it's coming. I can say that with confidence, it's coming. Somebody is interested in you, or somebody will be very interested in you in this way that you want them to be. Why is the Page of Swords here? Now, I understand that some of you guys are really young. I remember in my my 5-year prediction video, someone was like, why is the Page of Wands here? Page of Swords here, and then the Six of Wands came up. In my 5-year prediction video, people were like, oh my gosh, in 5 years I'm 18. I'm like, whoa. Because one of them had like a pregnancy prediction. That makes you 13. I did not intend that reading to be for you. I'm sorry. it could be, like, some of those messages could in fact be for you. You could be in fact pregnant when you're 18. So if you don't want that to happen, you gotta be aware of your actions. But if you're young and you're watching this, I just want you to be aware that my intention for these readings are for adults. Maybe even 20 and over. Yeah, 18 and over, sure, but for me, like, I'm getting more of an energy of 20 and over. But if you're like an old soul and this resonates with you, by all means, I'm glad. But just know that if you're young, there's just some things that you're not able to understand yet, just because of your development. Because I know, I've been there. I'm like, I know everything. And then I get older, I'm like, whoa, I know nothing. I know nothing at all. So, yeah, if you're young and you enjoy this, great. I hope that you can see the good in it. I hope that you use it for good. But just know that if a message is like you're gonna be pregnant or something, it's probably not for you. Because whenever I get like pregnancy messages, I'm typically reading for women who are capable of raising children, because that's something that I believe in. I believe that as women, we should be prepared emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to have children. And if you're 13, you're probably not prepared. But again, we all have our unique paths. Just know that my intention is, for people, for women who are... Oh my gosh, that card really wanted to pop out, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. But yeah, just know that my intention is for women. If I ever read a message of like pregnancy or getting married and you're like 12 or something, it's for people who are ready for that, who want that, who don't necessarily want that, but who can benefit from it. But if you're 12, you're not going to benefit from being married, because you'll benefit from just living your life, Look, we popped out the Devil. I think we were just talking about this, unless I cut it out, but what is going on? I asked why the Page of Swords was here, and then we got the Six of Wands and the Devil. So, someone who you wanted to get the attention of is giving you that attention. So essentially, you have a victory in that way. They're thinking about you in the way that you wanted to think, in the way that you wanted them to think about you. Even though it was coming from a selfish place, this is what's happening. They're seeing now your value and what you wanted them to see. So if you wanted them to see you as someone valuable, someone worthy of respect, that's what they're seeing you as. Even though this desire of yours came from an unhealthy, possibly selfish place. This person could also feel attached to you. But I'm getting from this card, like, it's almost like I hate you, but I love you, or I love you, but I hate you type of energy, where it's just like you can't get enough of this person and you don't know why. Like, they try to let you go, they try to forget about you, but they couldn't. That's what I'm getting from these two. So, yeah, if you resonate with that first part, and you're resonating with this, then this is for you. But if it's not resonating for you, then this is not for you. It's really that simple, you guys. Somebody is thinking about you in a serious way. They're thinking about you as their life partner. They're seeing your value, and they're trying to come forward. They want to come forward. Why is the Two of Wands here? Why is the Two of Wands here? Why is the Two of Wands here? I'm also getting that you have to be careful with the Devil there. Like, you could be like, ha ha ha, at last, I finally got what I want. You're thinking about me, this and that. But you gotta be careful, because if you feel that way, and you feel that way for too long, and you let that feeling consume you, then it can be taken away from you. So the key here is humility and humbling yourself and being grateful that this person is now thinking about you. And sort of sending them love. Instead of sending them like egotistical vibes of I win, you lose, send them understanding and compassion and unconditional love. Why is the Two of Wands here? Exactly, Ace of Wands. So there's like this reawakening and rekindling of passion. And this person is just like, damn, this chick is, what did I do? Or this guy, what have I done? They're regretting perhaps how things went. They're thinking about you, and they're seeing you in a new light. That's what I'm getting. Clarifiers for the Hierophant, please. Yeah, look at this. They're looking at you like, damn, why didn't I see this sooner? Now I see. Why is the Hierophant here, Spirit? Oh my gosh. The World, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Yeah. So if you're a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, they're thinking about you. Somebody from your past is thinking about you and seeing you as the World, and the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands together. You're somebody who they see so much beauty and potential and value in now. They're like kicking themselves. If they ever treated you wrong, they're kicking themselves, I think. Because now they see who you are. They see what you were trying to do. They see how good of a person you are, how loving you were, but how they took that for granted. Why am I getting that? Mainly because of this card here. This Victory card. Next to the Page of Swords. I'm really getting that they're looking at you like, how could I not see this? Why did I miss this? Because you've been doing the work. If you resonate with that first reading, you've been doing your own inner work. You've been putting the effort to becoming someone who is stable and independent in yourself. Someone who truly loves and respects yourself, and they're feeling that. And this has caused them to look at you like, damn, I made a mistake, or damn, why did I let this person go? Because they're seeing you as this. They're thinking about you fondly. They're thinking about your memories together. And they're seeing you now as the Queen of Wands. Next to the World, which is just their dream person. A woman or a man that they wish that is still in their lives, basically. So awesome. Such a beautiful reading. I hope that you guys like that. I know it's a little bit of a longer video. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you again for 10,000 followers. I will talk to you soon. Oh, and if you have a personal reading with me, I'm working on those. So thank you for being patient, and don't worry, I will get them out to you soon.